Coach Greg. In today's video, the guy gets kicked out of the gym literally for being too strong. And so the guy's 130 kilograms, about 285 pounds. He's about 6 feet or 180 centimeters. And so clearly a very big dude, very, very strong, lifting very heavy weights in the gym. And so he's been training 7 or 8 years. The guy loves to lift heavy. He enjoys squats, deadlifts, and so on. And so his numbers in powerlifting, about a 200 kilo bench press, 440 pounds. Squat, not all that much, about 272 kilograms or around 600 pounds. And deadlift, very good, 300 kilograms. 660 pounds. Now, although great numbers, they're not mind-blowing. Certainly, I could lift these numbers and more when I was in my prime, and I never got kicked out of the gym for being that strong. And so, why would they kick him out for being strong? Is he intimidating? He certainly looks respectful. He doesn't look like he's wearing stringers, wearing no clothing, flexing, acting crazy. And so, why would they kick him out of the gym? And so, what he has is a contract. He prepaid a 2-year contract in advance. He paid upfront 2 years. He loves the gym. He loves training. So why not save himself a bit of money? But the manager said, hey, we don't want you in the gym anymore. We're going to refund you the remaining 6 months of the contract. And so here's the reason. The gym owners are planning on buying new equipment and they don't want him ruining the bars, equipment, and so on. The guy likes to lift very heavy, but he's thinking, well, I paid for a 2-year membership and so I should be able to use the weights as I see fit. But here's the problem. Since this man in particular joined the gym, he lifts the heaviest weights in the entire gym, and he's caused several of these bars to bend. As you know, when you put more weight on the bar, there's more likely it's going to bend, and unless these bars are sufficiently calibrated to handle that much weight, it can in fact cause them to bend. And so, is it his fault, and should he be refused entry into this gym? And so there's more to this story. Maybe he was, in fact, looking at someone in the gym. No, I'm joking. He wasn't looking at anyone for half a second. That's not what happened here. But there were, in fact, some complaints. The complaints were this. The guy likes to grunt. He makes a lot of noise. He's slamming the weights on the floor. And so perhaps he's not going by the proper gym etiquette. And so in his defense, he's saying, look, I train really hard, and it's a gym. You're bound to make some noise. If I'm deadlifting 660 pounds, obviously when I put the bar back down, it's going to make a noise. It's a gym. It has to be expected. What's next? When I'm doing cardio and I'm running, am I breathing too loud? Is a person next to me going to complain? Hey, Coach Greg, you can't go to the gym. When he's sprinting on that bike, he's making too much noise. I don't like the way he breathes. And so in his defense on bending the bars, he says, look, the bars aren't good enough. The bar should be able to handle 660 pounds. There are very good bars out there. They can handle 1,000 plus pounds. And so is it in fact his fault? He's squatting 500 plus pounds and bending the bar, deadlifting, bench pressing, and so on. Is it his fault that the bar is bending? Well, here's my opinion. If the gym doesn't say a maximum weight capacity for the bar and he uses the bar and happens to bend it, that is not his fault. That is on the gym. The gym must say, hey, here's the maximum. You can only put 500 pounds on the bar. We have these bars. These are the bars we've chosen to use. The most weight you can put on the bar is 5 plates on each side. Perhaps it's 500 pounds. And so what they should have done is talk to this guy ages ago. Remember, 4 bars have been bent. Why does it get to the point of 18 months into his training, they then refund his money and say, you can't come here anymore? Should they have not have spoken to him perhaps a year ago and said, hey, we noticed you had 600 pounds in the bar and it bent a little bit. You can't do that anymore. The most weight you can put on is 500 pounds. We understand you like to lift heavy, but the gym equipment that we have in this gym, it can't handle what you're lifting. And so if they'd expressed this to him and had perhaps gym rules etiquette, you can't put more than 500 pounds in the bar, and he broke those rules, then they would be justified in canceling his gym membership and refunding his money. And so the problem is, they did express to them. They talked to him. They said, people are complaining, you're bending the bars. You're costing us money. No one wants to use those bent bars. And so could you not stop? And so here's my question. How in the heck did this make the news? This guy say, oh, they're kicking me out for being too strong. Well, it's not just for being too strong, but it's for breaking rules. Guy's too loud. He's putting on too much weight, perhaps showing off. Is he really so strong that he needs to bend the bar? Because listen, bars, they bend, but mostly when you whip. When you go down too quickly and you let the bar settle on your back, that's when it's bending. You're not bending a bar doing a deadlift, because when you place your hands wider, there's going to be less pressure on the inside to make it bend. And so when people are bending bars, it's on the squat. It's always on the squat, because the point is at the center, the weights on the edges on both sides are going to have more force and cause more bend at the middle. And so if you let the bar bounce on your back, show it off, the bar is eventually going to bend, and I do believe that's what happened. And so here's the thing. Their target audience, younger people, perhaps not as strong, and maybe they only have a certain amount of weights in the gym. Have you ever trained in a gym where they only had, for example, 10 45 plates in the gym? And you want to do leg press and use all 10 plates in the gym, and you want to do that for 45 minutes? Do you know how annoying that is? And so I see no problem with the gym saying, hey, this is the kind of gym we have. The most weight you can put on the bar at any given time is 405. 405 on the squat, the deadlift, the bench press. This is our maximum. These are the bars we're using. And if you choose to join this gym membership, you have to follow our rules. I see nothing wrong with that. I don't think a guy can come in and say, hey, I'm the strongest man in the world, and I'm going to squat 900 pounds, whether you like it or not. I don't care if it's going to bend your bar. Hey, this is my gym. I bought the bar, and I'm saying 405 is the maximum. You have to follow my rules in my house. And so his complaint, well, I want to train in this gym. It's close to my house. It's convenient for me. It's fun. I like it. Well, too bad. Too bad, so sad, cry to someone else. And so you call up the news, oh, poor me, I'm so strong, they kicked me out of the gym. Who you try to impress? Nobody cares. And so if you're trying to train 100% natural, perhaps you can use ActiBuilder or Turk Builder, or even Hungrier Than Last Time. It's going to make you hungrier than last time. This one in particular, it's similar to MK677, except it doesn't have all those negative side effects. It's going to make you hungrier, but it's also 100% natural. You will not fail a drug test. All the supplements at Coach Greg's HGLT website do not cause you to fail a drug test. All WADA approved, and so you can use all these supplements at your discretion. And remember, if you want to get 15% off, please use code Greg. And so I want to read your comments. Do you think this guy should be kicked out of the gym? Do you have the same interpretation as Coach Greg? Or do you think, no way, they can't force this guy to not put as much weight as he wants? Subscribe and click the bell button. Comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to watch at least one of the bloops. I prefer the top one. Watch the top one. Also, the cookbooks, the Circle Diet book, all the freaking books, the training book. You know I have so many books. Get the book, get the PDF, get whatever. Also, the free diet and training program, close to 50 pages. Become one of the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. Also, the coaching plans by me and my team, phone consults, all this going on at my website. Code Greg, 15% off. And until next time, I am out.